All right. Good morning, everybody. Good morning.
All right.
Oh, shit. Good morning, everybody. Let me go. There we go. My bad. I got the echo on. Should be good now, right? Yeah, it should be good now. Okay. Anyways, start that again. Good morning, everybody. Everyone that's in Burgerland. Otherwise, if you're a Chad in Asia like me, then good evening. Oh, sorry, I started the stream a little bit late. I think I'm gonna change the time to 8 p.m. ICT, which would be 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I think that fits so much better. Cause, I just finished at the gym. Like, I still got my gloves on and everything, and I just basically had to rush to come on stream. And yeah, everyone's still sleeping. I feel like, even now, it's like too early, but. It is what it is. Brain Kapow, what's up, bro? You asked, is this the first stream in years? No, sir. It is like the 5th stream. I just started streaming again. It's been a long time, but glad that you didn't, unfollow or unsubscribe. I also have more video content planned. I'm going to be doing an entire educational course series thing, website entirely. But for now, I'm just streaming. It's very difficult to juggle everything at once or all at the same time. So, but thanks for tuning in. Make sure you hit that like, hit that subscribe, tell your friends, tell your grandma, do all that fun jazz. Also, for the newcomers like Brian Kapow, or the rejoiners, I should say, we do have a creator token on PumpFun. So if you want to support your boy and support yourself, honestly, then make sure you go buy the token. It is this right here. Boop. It is Wolf token on PumpFun. This one right here. Just search up Wolf or ImNotTheWolf, and you will see this bad boy pop up. Also, by the way, shouldn't the live stream be showing? Where's that at? Let me refresh. Okay, it is showing. Let me mute that. I guess it was just lagging. Anyways, so yeah, this is the creator token. Basically, it is a treasury slash DAO. Not really even a DAO, but it's basically a treasury token that I manage entirely. So using the funds that are earned from this token, I will basically use to pump up the token in any way, shape, or form that I can. I also have What Exchange, which is my perp dex right here. This is my perp dex, like it's actually mine. And you can use the referral link Wolf token, or just look at the description down in the comments or whatever below, and just use that link, right, to sign up. But any trades and commissions that are earned through Wolf token goes to the Wolf treasury. So I will also use that to basically pump up the price. Anyways, nice to have you back on the views. Let's take a quick look at the viewership. We got 180 people on Twitter. We got 13 on PumpFun. Where you at? Oh, you're on Twitch. Snaps. Where's my Twitch at? Where is my Twitch at? Damn, my thing is all over the place. Look at that. Oh, there it is. There you go. There she is. Let me move this over here. Sorry, like I said, I was rushing to get on air. There we go. Yeah, you're on Twitch. I see your chat now. Cool. Well, anyway, so let's go ahead and get started with the analysis, right? So if you guys recall, or if you tuned in yesterday, you would know that I'm calling bottom here. I'm calling for a bounce, and I am basically tracking the M2 Global Liquidity Index. Man, screw off. Ooh, look, you see the S&P 500 looks very healthy. So this is even further confirmation that this is bottom for us. Let's get rid of this. So yeah, so we had that crazy dump when, Donald Trump couldn't fucking keep his mouth shut. And and then it bounced, and it's basically all the way back up to all-time highs on the S&P 500 on stonks. And by the way, if you want to trade the S&P 500, we did just list it on what exchange. So this is that exchange. We have the NASDAQ 100, which is right here. You know, liquidity over here seems like I needed a refresh or something. It's a brand new listing, so bear with the new chart. Things will get better as liquidity improves and as it matures. And then we also have the S&P 500 right here. Oh no, actually, I know exactly what this is. This is after hours. So this is a perp RWA. For some, I thought maybe like the market maker went offline or something, but it is a perp RWA, which means that it is there's usually not much volume or whatever during the after hour periods, especially on like weekends, right? But you can trade with us on a weekend. Just be advised that there's not going to be that many trades on the weekend. You can see essentially like these were all traders on the weekend. And it'll be very interesting to see when RWAs take over how that will affect the stock markets, because we have after hours for essentially Forex, right? Like if you look at this is an after hours. This is SPX 500 USD, right? Which is the one, the after hours. But if you look at SPX, it's different in the sense that there's more gaps because it turns off every single day after the stock market closes, right? So there's more gaps here, but then I like to track the after hours because it's just a lot more fluid, right? But also a lot more volatile. So I wonder how, like, when crypto RWAs take over the equities market and essentially turns them into a 24-hour market, just like crypto is. It's going to be very interesting to see that transition over. And hopefully, because we're one of the first ones to list this sort of product, we become one of the forefront trading places for that sort of stuff. Anyways, that's S&P 500. We also have gold, by the way. PAXG. Let's take a look at gold really quick. And gold is bearish. I recall I told you guys that I think gold is going to dump. And it seems like it's actually headed that way. So, look back over here. Let's turn on the M2. Yeah, so one of the things I'm tracking right now with everything, this is don't even look at the M2 because it's mostly more in line. The 10-week lead is more in line with crypto than anything. But just looking at the S&P 500, the fact that we're almost at the all-time highs tells us that the bottom is in. We're most likely gonna break this, come down, and then do like the choppy thing that S&P likes to do, which is a perma bull market. So if that happens, then that's going to bring even more buy pressure to the crypto market. Let's take a look at Ethereum USDT. These are the levels that I was looking at. I still am long, if you can see right here. And my take profit, or like my sort of resistance zone where I think it's going to chop, is still 4,250. It seems like we retraced down a bit, but I think that's just like people being scared for no reason. Stocks are strong. The M2 10-week delay is strong. So I have no idea really why people are selling right now. I'm personally bullish. We had a head and shoulders right here. You can see a very clear one, left shoulder, head, right shoulder, and that broke under. But if we can break back above that and secure there you go. If we can break back above that and secure a support above this neckline trend, then that should propel us higher, at least towards this resistance level. Take a look at the chats. Justin says, GM, you got this. Oh, well, that's the emoji, yeah. Damn, YouTube says I'm #1 simp fanboy. Finger red #1. He's stupid. I wish I could see the actual emojis on Restream. So I'm looking at the little widget to see the chats. I think it's a lot more optimized, I think, in that way. But hey, if you guys want to join me in audio, I am also in what used to be the Wolfpack Discord. Now it is What Exchange Discord. So that is discord.gg/What Exchange. I'm just chilling here in the audio channel. You guys can come in here. You can chat. You can be on the thing. You can troll me if you want. I don't care. He says, how do we get Wolf higher on the live stream order? Is that volume based? Let's take a look. So he's talking about this on PumpFun, right? If you click live stream, I should be somewhere on the front page, but it seems like I'm nowhere to be found yet again. Where am I at? So PumpFun recently changed their algorithm. They must have, because I used to be on the front page all the time. They used to base it on your market cap, and now I have no idea what the hell it is now. Wait, did I miss myself? Am I on the first page? They keep pumping and dumping you off the front page. Yeah, it's really annoying, dude. Yeah, like this one has 40.7K. They changed their algorithm somehow where, oh, there, I'm right there. I'm still on the front page, but I don't know why I'm so low. I should be higher, yeah, 'cause this is like 12K, this 15K. I think it's also based off, like, if you have a 24-hour stream, it kind of like keeps you up top, you know what I mean? Like if you're streaming for longer, it will prioritize that over others. So I don't know, I really got to figure out like something in terms of like keeping content going so I can do the stream 24 hours on PumpFun, right? Because PumpFun is the one where you get the most exposure in terms of people that will actually buy the coin. So if you guys got any ideas, let me know, man. Let me know. I know that there's like some TV channels that have content rolling 24/7. Maybe we can get like some other streamers on too. But then I don't know how that would work with the actual like with the Wolf token earnings, you know what I mean? Unless anyone in the community is willing to live stream themselves just because they're holding and they want to support, you know, the token price, then by all means we can work something out. Make it community ran, community streamed, you know what I mean? That'd be cool. Do my what spam. Alright, let me take a look at the chat. Learning about and understanding the M2 has been super interesting for a noob like me as a trend confirmation. Yeah, well, I mean, M2 is basically just like the M2 is initially a index that shows you how much money is being printed and being supplied all around the world. So if there's more loose money out there, then you could assume that a lot of it is going to start going into the stock market. You know what I mean? So it's like M2, interest rate cuts, interest rate hikes, like all that stuff. That's like global macroeconomics, and it's extremely important to track these for any sort of trading, any sort of investments, anything like that, right? Whether it's real estate, whether it's gold, whether it's crypto or stocks, bonds, whatever, right? Like you need to track that stuff. Oh, also, I think I'm gonna, is it at 8? Let me see. I think I'm gonna hop onto his Spaces, which should give some nice audio content for the stream. Stream the space. You do some streaming as well? Shit, of course. If you want, I can give you like the information to stream the stuff, and then you know we can plug in your socials as well, so you can also grow. I think you get a bag as well, right? All right, let me find out when this Twitter Spaces is. 1 second. I'm looking at my other screen. I don't want to pull up my... There we go. I don't want to pull up my DMs and shit. Maybe you got something in there that someone wouldn't want you to see. Actually, no. Doesn't seem like anything interesting. All right, but let's see. So today's what? Tuesday, right? Yeah, it was chest day. So it is 10 a.m. Eastern, which would be, I think in like 2 hours or something, right? No, in 1 hour. Okay, so in 1 hour I'll hop onto the space, and then I can chat with these people. Excuse me. Let's take a look to see what the CBD is doing on Ethereum. That's usually been a pretty good indicator of where we're going. There's OBV. Get rid of that. What is this? Zoom it in. What we're looking at is this blue line indicator at the bottom. Trying to see if maybe we see a divergence or anything like that. This is the OBV. This is the on-balance volume. It's actually different than the CBD, which is cumulative volume delta, but we'll take a look at that in just a second. And there is a hidden bullish divergence, though I'm not sure if it's bullish or bearish. But you can see the price is going up over here, and the sell pressure is increasing on the OBV. So that's only on the 30-minute. Let's take a look at the 5. Let's take a look at the 3. Oh, 3-minute looks actually pretty good. And this is only on what exchange? So let me take a look as well on Binance just to confirm. We're gonna get rid of the Ichimoku. Get rid of that. We're gonna open up the OBV. On balance volume and the CMF, the checking money flow. Rugged again. All right, we'll just do this first. Yeah, it looks pretty damn bullish over here on the 15-minute. On a 30-minute still, well, actually, it looks worse on what exchange? Here it looks normal. It's actually like trending up a little bit. There's still that bearish divergence that was from here to here and here to here, but that move has basically already played out. That right there is a bearish divergence. When the tops diverge from one another. Let's take a look at the 5-minute. So that is a bearish pennant that I just drew out. Technically, we should dump from there, but if it cancels out, if the OBV goes back up into that trend line, then it's a validated one. Let's take a look at the 3. Yeah, I mean, I think 3-minute looks bullish. The micros look bullish, so I think we're gonna see a reversal here, like a bullish reversal. This is an ascending triangle. So we should see this pump back up, throw back here, and then reach up higher. Hopefully that will cause this to do something like that. Let's check out the CMF. Wait, let's do the 1-minute really quick. All right, CMF. By the way, in case you guys are wondering why I refuse to pay for TradingView, well, there's many reasons why, to be honest. But the main reason is that they like hired some kids back in the day to be moderators. Well, they didn't even hire them. They just gave them mods for free. And the kids were douchebags. And like, and I say kids because they were literally kids. It was like a 17-year-old that banned me. But yeah, one of their mods banned me for basically no fucking reason. He was just like on a power trip. And it's not just me. It's happened to like Teal Street, and it's happened to, I mean, pretty much anyone that used to be on there back in 2017. Like they always got banned. So I was just like, fuck them. Like, I'm not gonna pay for this shit. Use it for free. There's a CMF, just another indicator that shows you, buys versus sells. Where's the money flowing, basically? I'm not really seeing anything, to be honest. I mean, technically, this is still a bearish divergence here, if this closes. But we still have 45 minutes. This could push up, and this little line can continue to keep going higher. But there's no reversal pattern. There's pretty much nothing on this shit. CMF is not that clear. Looks like a potential head and shoulders right here. All right, guys. I mean, I honestly, like, it looks like the market's not doing anything. I think we're gonna have to wait for 15 minutes when the stock market opens, and then we should hopefully see some more volume, and we'll see exactly what happens, right? Like, hopefully, stock market opens because futures is so bullish. We get the regular stonks to push up. There's a gap down here that we need to worry about. Right here. Let's see if we see it on the 4 hour. Yes, definitely on the 4 hour. So there's a gap right there. And there's that all-time high just sort of chilling there, right? So let's take a look at the Ichimoku cloud. I think it looks like it's just gonna chop. I mean, I think it's gonna pump to new all-time highs, and then it's gonna come back down and close that gap again. Whoa. So the gap is like somewhere over here around like where this red line is, right? So I think it's gonna do one of these things. It's gonna open up strong, sweep this high, and then come crashing back down, close that gap somewhere down here, and then go up, you know, something like that. The one thing that I'm worried about is the weekly. So if you take a look at the Ichimoku cloud on the weekly, you see this massive empty space right here on the Ichimoku cloud. OBV sharp drive down. Hold on a second. Let's open up the OBV. Bomba clad man. Fucking Bati boy. All right. OBV sharp drive down. What the hell was I looking at? Why is this here? Is it the daily? Why is this here? Let's just delete it. Fuck it. Bearish divergence. Where's the bearish divergence? Maybe it's a 4 hour. I have no idea why I put that there. I don't. But maybe this is just old shit, like super old shit. Maybe it's like from over here or something. I don't know. Fuck it. Take a look at the chat really quick. Let me open this up again. Catacomb crawlers rules, yeah boy. So what happened with that? Did it launch, bro? Let's take a look at Catacomb crawlers really quick. If you guys don't know, Catacomb crawlers is a game that my Discord server invested in a little while back. I think it's Catacomb Crawler with the R. Oh, CT crawlers. There we go. 15K. Did it launch or what? Let me see. Many of you have been asking why Humanode is sharing news about Catacomb Crawlers. This partnership, why focus? Oh, it's deploying on Humanode chain. Their marketplace will run on Humanode's Sybil resistant infra. Huh. So this is the game right here. Vlad Stoy got ready for a mobile game that actually raises the bar. Check out their game, strongest competitors. This is the actual game right here. Or like gameplay of it. It's actually pretty fun, right? It's like a survival game, but they're also gonna have this like essentially like a MOBA or like a brawl or whatever. Whoa, that's another video. Oh no, it's the same video. So I think it's like competing, like essentially their competition that they're showing, right? Built by gamers who actually care about quality. So this is what it looks like, and then their competition that built some other like crypto GameFi whatever game. They built this, which is, I mean, let's just call it what it is, right? Shit, dog shit. Yeah, but I see this before. They said they're ready to launch their first game on September 14th, and it never launched, right? Best viewers on stream. Oh, get the fuck out of here. This person. That Twitch shit is so annoying. Touch, Mr. Wolf. What's up, Mr. Touch? Why's your name Touch, bro? Justin says, I do indeed have a bag, bro. I'm just another wolf in the pack. Hell yeah, bro. Laugh my ass off, bro. Remembers the day of the week based on the body part he's training that day. I'm yeah, I mean, Tuesdays are... so I do legs 3 times a week. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Chest and tries Tuesdays. Back and buys Thursdays. And then shoulders traps on Saturdays. Sunday's a rest day. That's my stack. And if you're wondering why I do legs 3 times a week, it's because my calves are fucking tiny. I unfortunately have like terrible genetics, and so I basically need one whole day, one whole workout session just for my calves, and they're still difficult to grow. And then the other 2 leg days are essentially compound movements like deadlifts, squats, and anything to activate my quads, which produces the highest testosterone in your body. So if you have very high testosterone naturally, I'm natty, right? I don't do fucking juice. I wish I did, but I'm not old enough. But if you just have natty like high testosterone, then it'll make all of your other growth bigger and faster, right? So that's basically the concept that I go with. Also, guys, quick update on Look. It looks like it's actually bottoming out over here. Honestly, I wonder if I should just accumulate bags of this shit. So if you guys don't know, for the newcomers, Look is the Porn Cabal coin. They came out with a meme coin that is, I guess, going to be like the hyper liquid of Pornhub and yeah, all these other porn companies, whatever they're called. And yeah, I'm really shocked because it just kind of does nothing. It's just sitting there. But then, I mean, I guess, you know, that's just the state of the market, because Wolf token is also not doing anything. And I thought that it would be much higher by now, to be honest. Yeah, look at that. Nobody even buying right now. They selling right now. Shit. How dare you guys? How dare you? It's all right. Just give me a little bit more time. Just a little bit more time. And we did have another referral sign up using the referral link. So hopefully some more signups on Wolf token will help get that treasury, that commission stuff flowing. Over time, you will see how much commissions can reward users. I'm obviously my own buyback commissions is what provides the revenue to build my own exchange, which is expensive, by the way. I've already invested like I think like $540,000 into this. So still not in the green, but we're getting there. We're getting there, little by little, guys. Little by little. If you guys want to check it out, it is what.exchange. We have cheaper fees than Bybit, Binance, Hyperliquid, Aster, literally fucking everything. And we have point farming, so you can actually own a share of the entire ecosystem that I'm building in the same way that Hyperliquid is doing it. So we're gonna have 90% buybacks on all the revenue that the platforms generate. We're doing a 30% airdrop, so that everyone that's participating in the trading on the perp decks, everyone that participates in the trading on our launchpad product, which should hopefully be launching soon, within like the next month or so, then they'll be able to trade and just earn points, and then, you know, hopefully make a very nice bag out of that. Let's take a look at our growth really quick. There's the Dune analytics for Orderly Network. We can analyze Orderly at the same time because I'm bullish on Orderly. I have longs open and very nice spot bags. So TVL is almost at all-time high. It's at 50 mil, 51.65 mil. All-time high was at 55.8, so it's pretty much at all-time high levels. The trading volume for the last 24 hours for Orderly was 660 million. What does that equate to on the leaderboards? Let's see. What? Lighter is number one. When the fuck did that happen? I feel like, I mean, Lighter is just wash trading, right? Aster, I feel like they're also wash trading. I feel like the real number one is still Hyperliquid. Ajax is definitely wash trading. Apex also wash trading, and they have like a point farming thing going on right now. So you know they're just essentially farming their own tokens. Rhea, I have no idea what that is. GRVT also has a point farming thing going on right now. I also believe they're farming their own tokens. I mean, that's like the thing that you do, right? You like you spend some money on wash trading so that you get exposure, but at the same time you're farming your own token. So that's the one good thing about our airdrop at What Exchange. We don't have a trading desk, so we will not be doing that. You don't have to worry about that. Let's see. Orderly is at number 12 with 660. Excuse me. Huh. Looks like somebody bought in after my little shill. Let's see, what'd you say? You said, do you do legs 3 times a week because you have 3 legs? No, you stupid. I work out the 3rd leg each day. They're dumping on my face right now, but all good. Give us fees, baby. Oh, the whatchamacallit? Yeah, they dumping, but it's okay. It's okay. Once I get the bridge set up, I think we'll see a lot more activity, and hopefully revive that. I'm more worried about the market as a whole right now. So it is 9:30 a.m. right now. It just turned 9:30 a.m. on Eastern Standard Time. So the stock market should be opening up right about now. Let's take a look at the S&P 500. Yep, just opened up. 45 seconds ago. Wow, and the gap is like nothing. It literally opened up where it closed, basically. That's a very, very small gap. You see, like, just compare the gap from today, which is like, boop, that tiny little thing, with the gap from yesterday, which is much, much wider. Markets are scared, man. Markets are scared. But the OBV is looking pretty good right here. It's just nicely trending upwards. And then this could also be a breakaway gap. So a breakaway gap is when the price gaps past the resistance. It breaks away from that resistance. And then usually these don't close. So if there's a breakaway gap, usually you want the opposite. You would want to trade the opposite of what the gap trade would be. So a normal gap trade, you'd want to close to go back down and close that. It's called closing the window, right? Where you close the gap right here. But on a breakaway gap, it's the opposite. If you see that it prints a breakaway gap, you want to buy, which is why you see so much buy pressure immediately after this print. All right, any requests? Track anything? I feel like everyone's still asleep, man. Once we start pumping and breaking all-time highs and all that stuff, then we'll see a lot more like liveliness in the Discord community, on Twitter, everywhere basically. It's good to stream when everyone's euphoric, or make content or post or be a KOL when everyone's euphoric, because then you have so much engagement. But when everyone's scared, that sucks, man. They only come when it's in easy mode. Buy back Wolf with some of the sponsor money. Them dudes sponsor everyone. Let me see. What about streaming on Kick or Twitch as well? Collab with RainBet. I mean, I'm definitely not gonna show a casino. Fuck that. But I'm already sponsored. I'm already streaming on Twitch. Now, in terms of streaming on Kick, I don't know. I mean, shit. If they were to actually sponsor me, sure. But you need a lot of money for that shit. Or not a lot of money, a lot of viewers. Are you trading any of these RWAs yet, or plan to, or sticking to the coins only? Honestly, I was thinking about trading S&P 500 just because it's so much. I mean, it's so much better to trade right now than crypto. But really, what but you just can't get the same gains, right? It's like the volatility is just not really there. I used to trade it with like 500x before, which is crazy. But it was a martingale strategy that I was doing. Oh, excusez-moi. I need to stop yawning on stream, bro. But it's getting late over here. I sleep early. But yeah, but what I'm looking to trade the most is order. As you can see, it's my biggest loss, and it's my biggest bag on this small account right here that I'm trying to run up. And I don't know. I mean, like, if I'm right and this thing starts to pivot upwards, then this order long, you know, if I sell it up at even 50 cents, that's the previous high. If it does go up to new highs, then that's already more than a 2x. That's like a 250% increase, and that can happen in just like the course of like a day or two. So, in order to get those sort of mimic those sort of gains on the stock market, you need to play either penny stocks, or you need to have massive leverage S&P 500. Oh yeah. Hold on, guys. I'm gonna be right back. Give me 5 seconds. I need to get some coffee. I'll be right back. 1 second. Alrighty. Much better. Oh, I need to fix this camera. I don't like how it cuts off my arm like that. Justin, why don't you join me in audio, bro? I feel like you can be asking these questions in audio chat. Someone to talk to. I think I need to start looking for like guests to come on and actually chit chat with. Would make it a lot more entertaining. Otherwise, it's just too quiet, bro. And like when the market is doing fucking nothing, like right now, I mean, what the hell is there to talk about, right? The market is literally doing nothing right now. Oh, we got a nice little pump up actually on the 1 minute, but in the grand scheme of things, it's just chopping on this tiny little micro like zone. I feel like everyone's waiting to see where it's gonna go. We do have steady flow of buys, as you can see right behind me on this thing right here, right behind me. That's in case you guys don't know, that is AGGR, which is aggregated trades. Highly recommend it. I'll post this in the chat so you guys can click the link.
Yo, Wolf, can you hear me?
Yo, what's up, bro? Yeah, I can.
Yeah, oh, cool. I actually didn't know if this would work because I was watching you on X, so I wasn't sure if I joined the audio, if there would be like a double voice or something, so that's why I didn't pop in earlier.
Well, I mean, what you can do is you can just mute the X, and then you just talk to me on here, you know what I'm saying?
Gotcha, yeah, that's actually what I just did right now. But
There'll be
previously, I don't remember. What was it?
I was gonna say there'll be like a small delay on the video, but it'll, like, you know, who cares, right?
Yeah. I remember one time I was watching someone's video, and then when I tried to put the volume down, even when you brought it all the way to the furthest bottom, there was still like a tiny bit of volume. Like it didn't allow you to like fully mute it,
That's weird.
but it just did now. So and that works. Yeah. So I was thinking as well, it would be interesting to get some guests on here with you.
Yeah, but like, I should, but then I have to like go look for them. I used to do that before, and it takes time, bro. I just don't have any time right now, so I gotta find. Maybe I can get Alex to do that.
Yeah. I think we need to get somebody on the team to do that for you. That definitely shouldn't be something you're doing.
Yeah. Oh, look at this. This position opened up even more. What the fuck?
I think we should also like find some places for you to go talk as well. Like some things that come to mind is like Thread Guy and these kind of like podcasts that are kind of like popping right now.
I don't think that guy likes me though. I don't know why, because I never talked to this guy, but like he follows everybody in the space, right? He's following 15.9 thousand people.
Yeah, he even follows me.
And he doesn't follow me. So it's like, what the fuck? Also, isn't this guy like a verified scammer, or is that not the case?
Thread Guy, yeah, I mean, definitely got some red flag business going on for sure. But his stream definitely got reach. He just did a big deal with Polymarket. I saw.
I
yesterday.
saw that too. But I mean, I'm not gonna sell my soul to the devil. You know what I mean? And also, like, he probably thinks the same shit about me. And the people that, like,
I think he likes to talk to like controversial like figures, because obviously that gets views. So I don't know. Maybe if you give a little backstory, he might find it intriguing. And at the end of the day, if he's gonna get some views out of it, I'm sure he'll consider.
This guy definitely must have seen my account at some point. So
for sure,
I don't know why he's not. Whatever. I mean, yeah, sure. If you can fucking close this shit, why not? Whatever.
Yeah. Well, even if it's not on his shit, just like some of these other like podcast stuff that's going on, I think we should have somebody like going out there and setting up some shows for you to feature on and shit.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, cool.
Let's see
I'll have a
going
chat
on
with
right
the
now.
team and see if we get a little workflow going with that.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Crypto fit. Wow, there's so much. Holy crap, there's so many spaces going on right now. Jesus. And life.
Oh shit! Aren't you supposed to be talking on a space?
That's in like 15 minutes. I'm actually not. I was supposed to be talking on it yesterday and even on Friday, but I keep forgetting to join. So I'm just gonna like show up and be like, hey guys,
I'm here today.
Yeah, right. So we'll see. They'll probably be like, "Oh, snap, he's here." But it's a really small one, right? It's actually this one, which seems pretty big. Wolf, live trading, NQ, ES, blah blah. But then they made see, like, opening bell, live trading. But then they made another channel specifically for crypto only. So I got invited to this thing before, this Wolf thing. Open live screen. There we go. And it was the same thing. Like their time zone difference is so bad that I ended up just like not making it, right? And this is like when they were really small. Now I guess they're like a big account. Now they have 437,000. They're even bigger than Thread Guy. But
thing is. Where are they based about?
They're in the U.S. I don't know where in the U.S., but they're in the U.S. because when you look at the DMs, right? I mean, it's Eastern Standard Time, right? So they do like 10 a.m. So right now they're about to start this one at in 15 minutes. But this is Wolf Crypto, so it's like their new crypto channel. But it's the exact same. Yeah, it's the same thing.
It's tough for me to buy anything up here, but
whoops, it's a Wolf financial brand. So.
Okay. Yeah, I think I caught you on one of their spaces one time a few weeks back.
Yeah, you see right here, it's like they had me on Monday, but I didn't show up. Whoops. Whoops. So yeah, so we'll
pull up today.
Well, yeah, we'll see. They're actually, like, we should probably do something like this. They're actually really good at, like, they grow really fast because they just keep inviting these guests, and then they get essentially all this new exposure. Followers. Yeah. And that Wolf account, which their main account, Wolf Financial brand. When they invited me, they were only at like, I think it was like 20 or 30,000 followers, and this was just like,
Holy shit!
this was like,
So they grew a lot.
they grew super fast, and a lot, yeah. But it's the
They
exact
must
same
have
thing.
some big ass. Yeah,
But now I think they
but it
want.
makes sense. They're inviting guys your size, you know, like 100K plus followers.
No,
And they invite freaking four
you
or
you
five.
you invite you so you start off small. You start inviting the smaller guys that that will actually like give you the time of day, and
Yep.
then as your account grows and grows and grows, then you start inviting the bigger dudes, and then when they see that you have a big following, they think, oh, okay, maybe their following can grow from your following. You know what I mean? So then,
Right.
so then they'll be like, oh, okay, and then that's when you get like the bigger, more famous individuals, and then you just start growing exponentially from there. But this is actually like a strategy that we should probably fucking steal, to be honest.
And they're doing it strictly on Twitter Spaces, huh? No live stream, none of that.
Yeah, they're just doing strictly Twitter Spaces. So I would actually like to do live stream instead. But I wonder, you can't really get these many people on something, right? Like on a live stream.
I mean, you could, but it's definitely a lot more of like a haggle because you got to get everybody in front of their computers, which is often tougher to do. I mean, if you do it with like a small group of like six people or so, then maybe. But if you're gonna go like around like 10 people or more, you got a good chance of a lot of people no showing.
Well, basically,
but when it's Spaces, they'll pull up from anywhere,
But you do that just on like on Google Meets, right? But that's like a up only. Basically.
You could even do it on Restream. You just give them the link to the Restream, and then they click on the link, and whether they join from their phone or the computer, they can join the Restream without having Restream.
So that's like StreamYard and shit, right?
Yeah, StreamYard and Restream, they both do it.
Yeah, but I feel like it's probably better experience, or at least you can like make it look nicer if you did it on Google Meets and then like changed it up on OBS. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you could do that as well. I think Restream, it actually looks pretty decent with, I think, as long as it's like 9 people, like less than 10 people, I think it looks pretty decent. But then if you start going above 10 people, then yeah, it could get a little hectic. Definitely something like Google Meet would be more suited for that.
Okay. All right, well, maybe not that many.
But yeah, I agree with you. I think doing a video stream would be a lot more interesting because obviously, like Spaces, anybody can pop up and do Spaces.
Mm-hmm.
But the live stream stuff definitely stands out, like on the timeline more too, because then you got like content you can cut up and throw on the timeline after the event and shit. So it's a lot more of like a scalable piece of content for sure.
Well, what I always wanted to do with something like live streaming is essentially have like a Google Meets where people can like share their screen and then they can like do their own analysis on their screen and talk about it and share. And then we just bounce ideas back and forth with each other. Kind of like if you were like in a trading firm or like a trading desk, right? And you have like a team and you're bouncing ideas back and forth with each other, something like that, but live, right? And with different people.
Right.
That would be, I think that would be super interesting for a lot of people.
Yeah, for sure. Restream also has another feature that's really cool, which is when people join the stream, they can attach their social profiles as well, and it'll go live. Thank you. It'll go live across everybody's stream at the same time. So you'll be like streaming, if you got like 10 people on and they connect like 1 or 2 channels each, you can be live in like 20 different places with that same stream. So you can really go wide, especially if you got a couple people that have like some decent sized audiences, maybe on like 1 or 2 platforms. So that's something that's a little bit unique about Restream. That kind of allows you to tap into audiences across different platforms at the same time with the same stream, as long as people connect their account.
But it's not something like Spaces where when they tune into the space, then it says like, oh, you know, follow everyone that tunes into the space. It says like, follow the host, right? If you like it, follow the host, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
That's what would really bring the growth, I feel like. So maybe Spaces is still really good just for growth, for follower growth, but it would be like Bitcoin Census is live. Let's see what they're doing right now. Andy. Shit, I got more viewers than Andy. What the fuck? Isn't he like a big YouTuber?
You know what I saw too? I saw that you got a higher market cap than Tech Lead, who is also live on PumpFun. He has like a 75K market cap, but he has like 2 million followers on YouTube. Do you know Tech Lead?
Well, isn't it because he's a fucking scammer? Isn't Tech Lead like that millions guy who like robbed everybody? And...
I mean, I don't mean to compare you to the scammers, but I was looking more to compare you to the size of his channel, because scammer or not, he's got like 2 million YouTube followers. I can't believe he can't even command like 100K market cap fucking coin. Is pretty embarrassing.
Where is it?
But,
let me search for it. How do you search for this shit? I don't even know how to fucking use PumpFun still.
Yeah, you go to the home tab, and then you'll see the search bar at the top, and then you type Tech Lead there. He's got a little 75K topper.
Tech Lead. Oh wow, this one, 1 month ago.
Yeah, I was thinking about doing like a little shit post with it, because it's kind of funny because he's got 2 million followers on YouTube.
So not only is mine higher, but also we hit way higher when it launched, right?
Yeah.
It seems like
his launch wasn't that sexy.
It's 75K. I mean, everyone hates him now after this stuff, and also like you become so irrelevant. Like he's got 2 million viewers or followers on YouTube, but nobody actually sits there and watches all his videos. You know, everyone like I'm following so many people on YouTube that I forget who the fuck they are and never see their content.
Yeah, no, it's true. His video popped up for me today, and I saw that he was like promoting his PumpFun coin, and I was like, what the hell? He's on PumpFun? I haven't never even seen him on PumpFun. And I checked it out, and I was like, what the hell? This guy's got nobody engaged on his shit.
He should have called it Million, just one. No, no plural, just one.
Yeah, for real.
Min says, how about bringing more women to the stream, sir? People are interested in topics like women in tech or crypto. Unfortunately, nobody really respects women in the crypto space. This is a male-dominated space, 100%. There's like some women that are respected, but it is like the KOLs are usually not respected at all, right? Like if they're builders, like like Yeehee or Yuha, whatever the fuck, the Binance girl's name, Yuhu.
Oh yeah, something like that.
Yeah, whatever. Whatever her name is, but fucking CZ's former mistress or whatever. If it's like her, then yeah, they'll be respected. But if it's fucking, I mean, I don't want to throw names out there, but you know who I'm talking about.
Yeah, careful now. You'll go viral.
I don't want to.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, whatever.
Go viral for all the wrong reasons tonight.
Well, no, I mean, some of them are not friends, but I don't want to fucking, get
burn
blocked.
Any bridges.
Yeah, get blocked by even more accounts, essentially.
Yeah, it's not healthy for your account status right now, bro.
Yeah, but yeah, the KOLs are not respected at all. Like they'll get a lot of followers, but not for the right reasons. For all the wrong reasons.
Yeah, there are a couple that have some motion, but they're typically higher ups at like real like large companies. Like I'm trying to think of the girl's name at AVAX. She's pretty large KOL.
A girl at AVAX. I don't even know who you're talking about for that.
Yeah, she was previously at Magic Eden, and then she joined AVAX. She was like, she's got a lot of motion. I'm not sure why, but
okay.
there are a couple, but not many. That's for sure.
But yeah, I mean, like usually it's like the girl is like some beautiful girl, right? But who like, or for example, Tintin, right? That's like one of the new ones that's popping up right now. This Tintin bitch. Excuse me, girl.
Altcoin, crypto influencers.
Altcoin, crypto influence. Is this? No, it's not it. Let me see. Tintin. Which was the girl? Tintin girl. Oh, please don't get me banned. Let me not search that up. Which was like that like the Aster girl. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I thought that was the same girl.
It's Tintin, right?
It is, I think so.
But I can't find her. Tintin Aster. Is it this one? Yeah, join my Aster fam. Oh yeah, so it's this one. Okay. Yeah, like she just like blew up just because she's pretty.
Yeah, that's what 99% of them are known for. Just
let me see. How
they're
Chinese
just models.
Bagged. Yeah, they're just models. You know, most likely, usually someone is managing the content in the back end, and then they're just like a face for people to follow and engage with, and then like the guys want to also engage with it or whatever, specifically just to also grow from their followers. It's I don't know. It's retarded. Bro, this price action is depressing. We have all USD still continuing to just go down and down and down. What the hell, bruv? What the hell?
I'll be right back, bro. Give me a second.
Yeah, go ahead. We already closed the gap. Yeah, we already closed the gap. And it's going down again. God damn it. Ah. I was hoping that with the market open, we'd have the prices go up. But seems like that's not happening. I wonder if this... I want to see this range up, man. I need to see a bounce pretty soon. Otherwise, then my idea is invalidated, and I have to close all my longs and go back to stacking the stablecoin farm.
Yeah, I set up my stablecoin farm this weekend.
Oh yeah, what you doing? You doing what exchange or what?
Yeah, on the OmniVault.
Nice.
Yeah, and I set up the staking with order as well.
Nice. Also good rewards for that.
Yeah. Solid.
Actually, I have my I after like a year or something, I decided to claim all of my stable. Oh, what's up, Winnebear? You gotta mute your. You gotta mute my stream, bro. Or your mic, I guess you could do that, right? But if you want to chat with us on here, mute my stream, and then you can just chat with us on here. You can still see the stream.
Oh yeah, I don't have your stream on. I literally just came on Discord and so I watched that.
Oh, so why is there an echo?
Oh, I think he.
Wait, my fucking mic's sitting too close to my speakers. That's it.
Put your speakers down. What are you, fucking an old man or something?
Fuck you, man. What's up, enemy boys?
Not much. Over here, seeing the fucking market. Bro, that echo sucks, dude.
What sucks?
Your echo. We can hear everything. Repeat it.
I was gonna hop off and eat anyway. I'll talk to you guys later.
All right. I mean, no one can understand you anyways, right? You're like fucking Irish or some shit.
Yeah, exactly. Fuck yourself. I'll talk to you guys. Okay.
Later, bro.
Yeah, cheers, bro.
Oh, man. I just realized I don't have my fucking aircon on. I'm over here sitting with all these lights in my fucking face. Oh, he's my bad, Rijan. I forgot to check this. He said someone in chat asked when is the next Fed meeting. I don't even know, to be honest. Let's do. What do I need? What don't I need? Hyperscan. By the way, this fucking whale added another 20 mil, well 19 mil to his short. He's up 1.4 mil in profits. That's crazy.
Is that the Trump whale guy?
Yeah, there's like the insider guy, and
fucking cabal.
Fuck this guy, right? Motherfucker. Anyways, let's go to Twitter. When is the next Fed meeting? Let's find out. Oh shit! The thing is on too. Let's go ahead and duplicate this. Let's join this. Let's go crash this this Spaces.
Oh, the space.
Yeah.
Yeah, this shit's lagging behind so far. I can't even see what you're doing yet.
Really?
I mean that just for me because I'm on my phone here.
There we go. Only 3 people right now, but I'm
Came right back down. We're currently sitting at 38.70 on ETH. Circle stock, same thing. Got really
I thought you owned
hammered,
this shit when I
in the
first saw you on
morning,
the
open session for the past about 30 minutes
on
now.
the space.
Getting hammered down. Absolutely cooked there.
You thought I owned it?
Funsies, let's check out the S&P here. S&P open lower, like I said. We're trending right below bottom orb right there.
Thought these were like your side channels.
Maybe do some scalping there, but
a lot of people thought that. Actually.
Let's check
Not
out
a lot, but I get that a few times.
The altcoin markets right now.
Nice buy
Looking
pressure.
at here, we got Light, EVA, Idle as the top gainers right now on Blowfin. Looking here now, let's just do change here. What about right below there? Yeah, we got Tag, Sign pumping, Xpin pumping. Wow, there's a lot of stuff pumping right now. Holy crap. Let's go ahead and bring Priyanka up here. Yudo, I see ImNotTheWolf. Awesome stuff. Now let's bring you up here as well. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into it.
Yeah, so Wolf, you know something that would be sick that you had mentioned earlier is about like having a couple people on stream, like just like talking through the market sentiment or just even like talking through some potential setups and stuff. I think that would be really sick too because a lot of the FNF groups, not a lot of them, but I would say the top FNF groups that I've popped into, I see a lot of them. They kind of operate with that similar kind of system where they have somebody like live stream trading or live stream like scoping the market basically every day.
Hold on, bro.
Zora, let me check on Zora real fast. I still need to join Zora, by the way.
I'm hearing them and you at the same time. I'm trying to like mute them, but
Oh,
You're gonna love it.
okay. I can't even hear them at all. I didn't know you were listening.
It's gonna be great.
yeah, I mean, if you want, you could
so
probably
many
join
people that will buy your
the
coin.
Spaces.
Oh my goodness, cannot wait.
Okay, so I'll have
Awesome.
to pop down from here then to
Yeah,
join in there.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna log off of this and then just join that really quick.
No, I have to check that out for sure.
All right, I think I'll pop in there with you then.
All
right, cool.
Chart for Zora is actually looking
All right,
really
cool.
good. I will say, I do like this. We have a slight like ascending triangle here. We do have a lot of resistance in this 10 to 11 cent range here, or 10 to 12 cent range. But I mean, honestly, with how much support's there, we could easily break out eventually. So this could be a good spot long play. And then there was Pump also, like you mentioned. Let me just look at Pump. I haven't even checked PumpFun in so long. Yeah, it's kind of similar story. It has trended lower. Not bad, though. Still kind of in this, like, channel of sorts. I mean, if we do trend lower, we can easily break below that 0.003 there.
Let me track what he's saying at the same time.
But that's really interesting. Yudo, I want to throw it to you, man. What you looking at today?
Hey, guys. I mean, Bitcoin's not looking really good right now. I think it's going. I expect 97 to be the next on the cards. Maybe I'm a
97,
bear
wow.
right now. Maybe. We just tagged the daily VWAP and rejected. 30-day, 90-day VWAPs, even 7-day low time frame. So I think we might test the 365-day VWAP on the on Bitcoin C97K. Call me a bear. I'm not too bullish right now. Alts look extremely shortable, and I think they might test those lows. But then on the TradFi side of things, you know, I'm actually really bullish on TradFi. Apple, I had some recent options that made quite a lot of money because of the results being reported over the weekend. So that was a really easy trade, and Apple options went really well. Metas, surprisingly, very happy with my exit on silver, in the $50. And Palladium, I know there's Wiz who just joined. He's probably the happiest person right now when it comes to Palladium. I think I'm looking to buy some puts on Oracle. Oracle looks like it's going to go down. So yeah, that's everything I'm looking at. That's a very, very kind of strategic bird's eye view of what I'm looking at right now.
Yeah, I feel like it's really good you point out Oracle. I feel like everything's just on a cliff right now, bro. Like everything's just like, well, most of the majors at least are just on this cliff, and they're like about to just drive off the cliff.
It makes sense, you know. CPI data is coming out later. We're seeing, I think 28. I think the CPI data comes out. I have to check Forex Factory, but
Friday, yeah, 23rd, I think.
23rd,
right?
sorry. So
No, sorry, no, 24th. My bad. I'm dumb.
don't worry, you know. So the CPI data is coming out, and until that comes out, I think the market is all going to be very scared. You're seeing a lot of TradFi, kind of like we've been saying for the past few spaces, right? It's all been very circular. So people making deals, and it's been kind of frothy that everyone's making deals with each other. So that's always pushing the valuations of all of these almost intra-group transactions up. I mean, it's looking very weird right now. I would not be playing too risk on right now. I would be very risk off. That's why I'm quite bearish on almost everything. Besides things like Apple, again, besides things like Nvidia, again, these safe plays. And minerals.
Safe,
Minerals
right?
and
Are you using
metals.
air quotes, Yudo? When you say safe, you're using air quotes?
Say it again?
Are you using air quotes when you're saying safe? Are you like air quoting? Like
Yes.
Yeah, no, I feel that. No, really, really good points there, Yudo. I know I'm not the wolf. I saw the thumbs up. Thumbs down there. So I would love to hear his take. I'm trying to bring him up here right now. Hopefully he can come up. But no, we have a lot more speakers on stage. I'd love to hear what they're looking at. So I'm gonna throw it to Gojira.
Oh, there we go. I'm the speaker now.
It's unbelievable the amount of time they are able to suppress Bitcoin in a time where gold is in such a peak. Gold is in peak because China decides to dump their dollar, sell USD and buy gold. That's exactly why gold is in peak. I don't know if China will ever, like any sovereign will want to go into Bitcoin, but the answer is already there. UAE just bought $5 billion of Bitcoin at a very good price, I believe. So they bought it at an average of 105, while it was peaking whatever 120ish. So that's I am 100% bullish onto this. Certainly alts are too much alt position could be risky, but I think it's time for me to play aggressive when everyone is fearful.
Should I speak? I don't. This is what I hate about spaces, man. I don't know when I should speak or not.
Wolf?
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, I was talking. I was talking the whole time. My
Oh.
goodness, I am a
I,
noob,
I could
guys.
feel it. I could hear it.
Yeah, he could hear it through the mute. Oh my goodness, I was talking to myself the whole time. No, thank you so much, Gojir. I was saying that yeah, I think this is a good time to
He
if
said
you're
Wolf. I
trading
thought he was talking
perps to
about
be
me.
definitely
Shit.
looking into possibly getting into more shorts or allocating more to your shorts on the majors at least. And then if you're in spot positions, maybe start scaling out, especially if you're in profit or just holding for the long run. But no, really good points made there. I'm not the wolf. I saw you in mute, man. So I'll go to you first, then we'll go to Priyank.
Yeah. When he said Wolf, I thought he was talking about me. You know, it's very
I know, right? It just
confusing
happens,
having the
dude.
same name.
Imposter syndrome.
So yeah, I mean, I'm personally bullish, mostly because of the M2 global money supply. We got some nice buy pressure coming in right now on all USD, which is the total market cap. And we're about to hit all-time highs on the S&P 500. So we're already, I mean, on the stock market, it already recovered essentially. But I think that crypto's lagging behind a little bit just because there's a lot more fear in the crypto markets. But if you take a look at Bitcoin right now on the 15-minute, we're pushing up above. There's like a head and shoulders that's happening right now. Usually people will be looking to short this range or like cover some positions or exit, whatever, because head and shoulders is a nasty bearish pattern. But you can see some very strong buy pressure happening right now. So if we accumulate here and then push up even higher, that'll be an invalidated head and shoulders, which should push us up closer to like 114. And if you align the M2 Global Liquidity Index, by the way, is there a way to like show you guys what I'm talking about? Or
Yeah. If you want to, so if you post screenshots in the comments below, I can bring them up on the jumbotron.
Okay, cool. Jumbotron, what the fuck?
Okay. The what's it? The nest, the jumbotron, the nest, whatever you want to call it. The above the space, you can tag tweets. So if you tweet, if you comment on the space, if you hit that comment button on the right hand side of the space on your phone, and then you just post your screenshots, I can take those and put those and pin those at the top of the space.
Okay, well, I'm not on my phone. I'm actually live streaming as well, so it's
funny.
That
works too. You can do on your computer too. Yeah.
So let me just send you.
Just go on the. Yeah. Go ahead. Sorry.
Let me just go ahead and screenshot this so you guys can visualize what I'm actually talking about, right? I'll post it in comments here, right?
Yep, comments right down there. Yep. And I'm waiting to see it.
Money supply layover. Hold on. 10-week. So this is on Ethereum USDT. All right, I posted the comment so you guys can take a look. But
let's see. Right there, beautiful.
So essentially, what's been happening for this entire bull market, for literally an entire year, is that the market has been following the M2 Global Liquidity Index, usually with like a 10 to 12 week delay. So I mean, you can even see right there with the I lined them up on top of each other, so you can see how the price pretty much followed the yellow line perfectly, right? So even the crazy crash went down like very volatile, and then it bounced back up. And I was sort of bearish like 2 days ago because I thought that maybe we could come back down and revisit that lower range. But since we've just been sort of stable and bouncing around at these ranges, tells me that we're just experiencing this chop that you see on the yellow line. And I think that we're going to see a push back up towards, what is that on Ethereum? Around like 4250. And then we'll most likely see a drawback back down towards around current ranges, like 4,000, and people will get scared again or whatever. But if we just continue going sideways, I think eventually we will continue to push up to even, higher than all that, up to like 5,300, most likely even higher than that, like 5,500, because usually crypto is just a lot more volatile on the bullish end. But right now, I just see that everyone's scared. But really, if you look at the S&P 500, if you look at the M2 global money supply and how crypto has been reacting and everything, I don't know. I'm leaning more towards this being a long with stops at like new lows. than shorting or than staying out. Like I think it's worth the R&R to start stacking up longs here. Just don't go full leverage, you know, fucking 50x, 25x. Like don't do that, right? But maybe like a nice 3x, 5x or something like that is good enough for things like Ethereum.
Yeah, no, very good points there. Very, very good points there. I definitely think that, I mean, if you're long here, again, if you're holding spot bags, you're definitely better off either just holding. Maybe if you want to start taking some profits, by all means, go for it. But I know I'm holding a large chunk of Bitcoin, and I don't plan on selling anytime soon. So, I mean, this is a good spot to either, you know, if you're thinking about allocating for the long term, I think it's completely fine here. Maybe do a tiny, like lower your DCAs, but just, you know, DCA a little bit here and there if you'd like. But I definitely think this is a hodl position on spot. Perps obviously can be a little tricky, but you maybe you'll be able to find some scalps here. But we'll certainly see. I'm not the wolf. Thank you, man, for the takes there, Priyank. We have a new speaker up here, Priyank. I would love to get your thoughts, my man. Welcome.
So,
Hey, hi, mate. Thank you
let
for
me
inviting
put the
me.
volume down really
I
quick a
think
little
this is
bit.
my first time speaking with your
So
species here. It's been long actually. I've been on Twitter Space like in last 2 years. I've never been, so maybe if I don't know any option to, so do you guys need to help me on that? Well, I heard speakers out there, and I really like the views. But my view right now is bullish, and I'm a bit favorable with the
So
view of Wolf. Actually, I'm a bit in a small positions
hold on,
on
let's see what
leverage
he has
as
to say.
well on 3x from 107K. So actually, I'm looking for 115K in short term for the leverage trade, and for the spot backs, I'm looking for 130K. The reason being bullish on Bitcoin is actually, if you notice when the last drop happened in Bitcoin, and it was a big liquidation. And the way I like to trade in that terms, if this is the kind of liquidation we have faced, that is the biggest. We have faced similar kind of liquidation in COVID crash as well. And if we see the price action of 2020, that time also I was bullish at $4,100, and I think I'm looking for the same kind of price action here. And the reason is because if there are $19.4 billion being
All right, you did in
liquidated, then there
profit.
must be a buyer for that. See, whether the positions got exited through stop loss, through liquidation, price reached, or high leverage or anything, but there are always equal number of buyers and sellers in the market. That's what I believe. So if there are so many people who has got their positions already in below 108K, 108 to 103, so those people definitely would like this price to go up, and that's where the big money is, because when such kind of liquidation happens, the most of the money is bought by liquidity provider or the exchanges or the big players. So I would like them to push the price higher. Another reason for me being bullish is the weekly closing. If you notice the last swing low, if I talk in terms of technical analysis, our last swing low of September low, you can consider that. So below September low, price has not closed yet, and it's holding up. The only time I felt in the recent drop that it could go down was the Saturday closing. That really, made me confused a bit, because that was closed below this. But besides that, I've been bullish, and I think as it came back up, but it's weekend closing again, it's up. So I'm quite confident that it is going to go up, and I'm also in long. Similarly, in Ethereum is actually making a kind of price action, which is actually confusing. However, I'm quite bullish, but I'm not sure if it visits 3600 again before going up, or it goes straight up from here. But overall, I'm looking for 4440.
So sorry to put this guy down, but I just want to do some live analysis right now for my viewers. We're back above the trend line on the Ethereum head and shoulders. So this is actually an invalidated head and shoulders, and the target for that, you can trade an invalidated head and shoulders. I mean, it's weird because it's validated, but it only hit halfway through. It didn't hit the full target. The target should have been down here around like 3,750, and you can see we went only halfway. So this was definitely a fucking a bear trap, 100% a bear trap. And you can see the cabal is just pushing this back up. Everyone else who traded this, who entered shorts down here, they're completely fucked now. They're back in losses. This is back above the neckline support. And I think we're just going to consolidate around here and then push up higher. So the target for an invalidated head and shoulders is basically the exact same from the neckline all the way to essentially the size of the head, right? So head and shoulders, the target is always the size of the head. So this gets canceled out. Our new target is up here around 4,100 essentially. And that only really confirms if we can find support above this neckline. So if not, it just chops and we're just in super choppy waters. But I think we're going to find support here. We have a lot of buy pressure coming in. Look at all USD. And then my real target is all the way up here to 4,300 essentially. Oh, excuse me. And then that's when I'll be looking to close and then move my re-entry somewhere over here, you know, so basically close up here, and then as it comes back down somewhere, relong it up here and follow the wave. So yeah, I don't know who's talking, but just put him down a little bit because I can't think while I'm listening to him. I also brought the volume down on my headphones. But yeah, I mean, ETH is pumping up very nicely right now. I should probably bring it down all the way. I'm just trying to see if, in case they call me, I want to be able to say something and not like rug them entirely. But ETH is pumping up very nicely right now. BTC as well. Like literally as I was explaining it, I saw some people in the audio chat saying like, yeah, you know, they agree with me. I saw like the little 100% emoji pop up. But right here you can see as well the head and shoulders, also a complete bear trap. This came back down. This is usually where you want to short because there's the neckline, right? So you want to like if you see a potential for a head and shoulders, you want to short where the previous top of the shoulder is. That's one of the shorts, or the confirmation, which is the break of the neckline. So here, you know, people short it. People were like, oh crap, let me short a head and shoulder. Let me like try to, you know, front run the break of the neckline. And then boom, the price just pumped right back up. It's just completely blasting on the micros. And in my opinion, it's just going to keep going up. It's not even going to let anybody that was shorting right now exit. I think it's going to push up to new highs. They're going to get liquidated. We're going to see this price pump up to these previous highs up here. And then, like I said, then we'll start to see some choppiness. But, I mean, I was even thinking like, oh, man, you know, this looks pretty weak. But I was like, I feel like it's, you know, it's I don't know. I'm pretty good at predicting this shit, to be honest. Unfortunately, I'm not as good as trading it. Even though I predicted the dump and I predicted the right ranges and the levels and everything, like I still got liquidated myself. So just because you can predict things doesn't mean that you're a good trader, right? I do think I am a good trader, but you know, just don't drink and trade is all I can say. So yeah, definitely don't do acid and trade either. That's not a good thing either. But oh, hold on, is he saying something? Okay. Sorry, I want to make sure I pay attention to him. But another funny thing that I just wanted to say really quick before I turn on the spaces is that the last time I was on the space, I warned them that, you know, they were like, yeah, we're fucking bullish, man. Yeah, just keep pumping, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, I am looking for a short. You know, I was telling them to like take profits and whatever. And I'm pretty sure it was here. This was it. I told them I had just entered into a short, but then again, I got liquidated. So I was drunk and I used too much high leverage. I got liquidated literally at the top. But I told them, I was like, oh, I'm looking for a short, blah, 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 because I could see this dump. And then the next time I get on, I'm down here telling them to long it. So we'll see next time I get on. Maybe I tell them, hey, go short, and see if people actually listen to me that time. All right, let's listen back to the space again.
To a move, because I think if we get a cooler CPI print, then that opens the door to rate cuts. If we get a hot CPI print, but on the back of weakening data, then we've got the inflation and the stagflation element. So I think we're sort of being backed into a corner a little bit. It wouldn't surprise me if it's used as a lot of these events tend to be used as a bit of a news event for the market makers to have their fun, and it feels like stuff is gearing up to that.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I mean, either way, rate cuts are more than likely coming, and QE is going to be initiated fairly soon. My goodness, XPin right here. I'm going to put this ticker in the chat here, the top at the title. I can't talk this morning. Yeah, XPin was a token we chatted out, I think Monday or Friday even. This thing has just been ripping, and it looks like it's about to break out again. I don't know what the hell is going on with this thing, but could be a good place to open a long, possibly a short if we get rejected. We'll see. Rudo, I want to go to you, and then we'll go to my boy Dr. Jelly, Dr. Crypto. After that, Rudo, what you staying profitable this morning? What are you looking at?
Yo, man. Hi, guys. Yeah, I'm staying profitable. We did really well with the biggest short from yesterday on Bitcoin. I am looking to short it again where we're at right now. And there's obviously the larger time frame play at 114.15. We're also going to want to short the sucker. So from a trading point of view, when the TA says it's good to go, I take it, regardless whether my sentiment feels bullish and so forth. Listening to the other speakers, I mean, when you start riffing all those reasons to be bullish, a little voice inside of me says, just go long. But I have to take the other side of the argument for now. I think it's obvious the 4 hour is bearish. It's obvious the daily is bearish. And it's obvious the weekly has lost momentum. So although I want the fundamentals to overrule my thought process, I just live to the basic rule that Bitcoin at all-time highs fundamentally is the same Bitcoin at all-time lows. So I just have to use the technicals right now to kind of guide me through where the market's going to move. And as soon as it starts climbing up above 115, 116, I will be perma bull again with you guys. But for now, it's bearish. And so my sentiment is that of the bear. That doesn't mean we didn't try to go long at 107. And we've got longs from 105. So, patiently trading the thing long as well. I can pick both sides of the market when it comes to trading. I don't have to trade how one narrative. But yeah, that's just for me the big level. 115, get above it, then we can think bullish. That's where I kind of leave it there.
Do you when you talk about that little voice in your head, is it like what does it sound like? I'm really curious. Is it like Golem, or is it like is it like the precious? Like I can't really do the voice right now. My voice big down.
That would be awesome. I would have loved if my little voice in my head had a nice tone to it, but I don't know. It's a silent voice.
Silent voice.
What do you think of it? You just know it said something.
That's funny, man. That's really funny. I see. I'm not the Wolf's hands. I'm gonna throw it to him before we get a Dr. Jelly himself. But Wolf, go for it.
Yeah, I just wanted to chime in. Well, how do I put my hand down? There we go. I just wanted to chime in and ask, like, what exactly is obvious about it being bearish? Because last time I was in here,
you don't want to get me started.
Last time I was here on the spaces, everyone was like, "Oh, it's bullish, keep longing," and I was telling everybody like, "Hey, you guys might want to take some profits, put it in a stablecoin farm." I'm personally, shorting, and then we had that big crash, and then now I think it's pretty obviously a good long. Like I forgot who was speaking earlier that said, when all of the longs are completely wiped out, usually that's a good time to enter a long, right? And then also I'm looking at you want to look at the global macroeconomics, which is like M2. We got interest rate cuts most likely coming on the 30th in 9 days, and we have S&P at essentially all-time highs. So I just don't. I mean, right now you can see that we just had like a head and shoulders on Bitcoin and invalidate, and it's essentially trapping all of those bears. We had a head and shoulders on Ethereum invalidate, also trapping all of those bears. So I personally see it as like obviously bullish, and this is like a dip to buy. But so that's why I just want to see like what are you looking at that is obvious?
Okay, so for me, tracking the momentum. Now, this is now where screen sharing doesn't really help us much on Twitter. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and quickly just post a chart, and then we jumbotron this. Wolf will help me with that, won't you, buddy?
Are you posting on your page or the comments?
On the comments. I'll comment this.
Oh shit! No, what'd I do? Whoops! Listen live. There we go.
So I'll comment this. I just need to clean up. You just need to. I've got everything now that I need on this, nice and clean. Now I'm gonna post it. So I'm gonna put this here. There we go. Give me a sec, guys. Almost there.
I got it. I'll when I see it, I'll post it.
Okay.
Okay. Cool.
I'm waiting to see it still.
It's popping up right now.
Sick. There it is. Bam. Got it.
Okay. Then there is this little number. While that then gets lifted up, I want to share this little number. Back to this. There we go. Reply. Okay. There's the second one there. So I'm going to refer to that federal funds rate and what's cooking there. And
nice.
I think we can leave it at that for now. Let's not waste too much time. So if you look at the chart, the BTC chart that I posted. Now, when we look at the 2021 all-time high and all the other all-time highs and all the alts I'm in and I like to use divergences when I trade. So the typical one being strong bearish divergence to try and identify a top. All the TA guys would know that you can have many of them as the market just keeps on rallying.
This is
so
way
for
too
me, a
much
strong
of a
bearish
macro chart.
divergence. You can look right to the middle of the screen. There's a good example of strong bearish divergence for Bitcoin. It's an exceptionally bullish signal. It's not a bearish signal. But there's one important level that needs to hold in order for this to remain bullish. So the saying goes, I'm strong on a strong bearish divergence. If we retrace, we fall back. It's by the dip season. Unless you fall below the originating pivot of the divergence. So in the middle of the screen, you'll see that around $70,000. That was the hard bottom for that divergence. If you fall below that line, now the divergence has taken control over the market and now the trend is being reversed. So we didn't. We stayed above it. Then we created yet another strong bearish divergence, this time now from around 104 all the way to 120 thereabout. Okay. And the problem that I had with that divergence was while it was playing, we were fooling around the support at around 105. So you'll see that there's not candles opening and closing below it, but candles closing below it and then opening below it and then closing above it and so forth. And at that stage, you're bullish, but you're weary because the momentum is now getting weaker. Each and every higher high that Bitcoin is creating is now less powerful. So, when we're breaking out, you want to see big, higher highs. You want to see the strength, but near the end, momentum starts slowing down. You're getting less higher highs. And then we pushed our most recent all-time high, 125. Now, I've said this many times, it might age badly. At 125, I sold. That was my Bitcoin sell from the buy at $15,000 at the bottom. And I'm out. I sold my BTC for that reason. Doesn't mean the alts doesn't have more legs to go. That complacency wave does play around that. And the reason I sold and feel comfortable being bearish is simple. Now we had yet again strong bearish divergence. But the thou shall not cross, the line that I wanted the support to hold in order for this to remain a bullish signal, was 119, and we clearly blew through it. Now, the second way that you need to look at this is the first thing. So now momentum isn't there anymore. The second thing we need to have a look at, so if you have a look at option A, buy the dip, that little arrow that points there, that actually refers to, and I just deleted the brushstroke around that, the liquidation we had about 4 or 5 candles to the left of where that little option A green arrow ends. Now, what happens with a massive liquidation? If you have a liquidation event and the candle closes at that liquidation event, and the candles that precede that starts opening and closing above that price, that's typically a sign of strength, and that's when you buy the overlap on the wicks. So you try and buy the dip around that area. But when you have a liquidation event, look at option B, massive liquidation event that we had as well. But now the candles next to it is weak. We're closing below that. So we're closing within the liquidation event. Those typically signal lower lows. So we should statistically go full that wick and some, which we did. So now if we fast forward or rewind to our last week's liquidation, we had a massive liquidation, rightfully so. And if we stayed above 115 on the previous week, 2 weeks ago, we had our liquidation. Last week, we had to close above 115. If we did that, my eyes would have been to the sky saying there's strength, there's still momentum, but clearly we couldn't. So the argument is why I'm saying clearly bearish is that realistically or statistically, let's use the right word there, statistically, we should go full to that liquidation wick and some, because there's still liquidity still left behind at around $89,000 a BTC. And that might only be, in I don't know how long it's going to take. I don't know the journey, but I know that there's liquidity waiting there. Now, whether this is a weekly candle, if this was a 5-minute chart, I would have been waiting there to buy as well. It's simple as that. It's just that scale of time. Now, here brings me to the complacency side of things. Complacency, the way people get trapped in on bull market highs, is not as obvious as it normally is. Because if you look at the 2021 all-time high, the lines aren't there, I apologize, but there was strong bearish divergence. We fell below the pivot. We traded below it. It was such a no-brainer for us now to say, you should have just got out at the liquidation wick that was there. You can see the liquidation wick there. You can see that the candles traded immediately afterwards in the wick. The weakness is there. Everything is there. But at that stage, all the fundamental reasons, news-wise, everything else, that was still there. And people were still singing praises and saying, it's just a flash. Don't worry. You'll be good. And that's where technical analysis overrules fundamentals. So the rule for me is simple. You use good fundamentals and technicals to buy something, but you cannot use fundamentals.
He's talking about using only technicals to buy something or sell something, but he's keeps talking about like the psychological of the market and this and that. I think it's really bad to think about the psychology of the market when you're talking about technicals. Because I'm literally just looking at technicals as well as global macroeconomics, the technicals of the world.
Back to QE. What typically follows is a crash. So we're sitting in a situation, this has happened every time except for one. You can have a look at the chart there. So every time the Fed has to reduce the rates, it's not immediate. These are big wheels turning. It's not immediate, but every time the Fed reduces the rates, the stock market takes a dip. Now, whether it's going to be a 10% correction, a 30% correction, or black swan, I don't know. We can't, nobody knows that. But that typically shows a sign of relief. So retail buyers start buying in on something that's clearly showing strength. For their views, it's going up. It's all-time highs. Gold being a brilliant marketing tool for that just now. I won't touch it with a short trade, to be honest. But I mean, it's there. It's going to a blow-off top kind of territory soon. And so what happens with all this narrative, this really good fundamental reasons to be there, could trap people into the real flush that happens. That then ends up being the dip that we're looking for. that's going to take us into new all-time highs. And these big machines, they can take some time. So those are the main turning forces for me. And this is the same stuff that I used to get out to 2021. The videos are there. I mean, it's all verifiable. It's the same stuff I used to get in at 15. Okay, 2021 all-time high, to get in at $15,000 BTC lows again, and so forth. And I take things level by level, because tomorrow we can reclaim 115. Then this was a flush, and I'm wrong, and I'll buy back. I sold at 125. I don't want to be right here, guys. I want to make money, but until that happens, I have to side with what is technically for me the most obvious trade, and the one that makes me uncomfortable, and that is being in a short.
No, very well said. Wolf, did I answer your question?
Yeah. I mean, I think that I wanted to ask, like, are you more of a swing trader or a day trader? Because what I'm looking at on my end, especially seeing again S&P 500 at all-time highs again, but if we've been tracking the M2 liquidity index with like a 10 to 12 week delay, and we've been doing that for the entire year, for the entire rally, and stocks are back at all-time high, like all the bullish signals that I'm seeing basically. So if we are in fact still following it, then even at even like right now at current levels, if you just bought spot and sold at the next target, which may be the real top, because the M2 is sort of in a choppy zone right now. But even if it did follow that, then it would still reach $137,700, roughly around like 140K, which is about like a 25% gain, which I think is definitely worth. The R&R on that trade is hold on, let me just pull this up. If you stopped yourself out at recent lows and then closed out there, the R&R for that is a 3.5 R&R ratio, which is significant enough to take a trade, in my opinion. And whereas, if you wait until the 15, which is basically the confirmation, right? Which I is good to wait for the confirmation, but that would make the R&R essentially 1.55. So, depending on your risk, not really worth the trade. But if you just if you just stay out completely, then and it follows the M2, then you're really looking at essentially staying out for the entire remainder of Q4 of 2025, because it doesn't look like this will play out until like 2026. So then like if you're a day trader, if you're like a shorter time trader, then definitely in my opinion worth taking the risk to enter a long or even just buy spot. 25% is a pretty good earning. But I would definitely not short at these levels. We already the time to short was fucking a week ago, before we had the crash, not now, in my opinion. If anything, if you were to go short, and I'm just saying this for the people that are listening and all that stuff, if you were to go short, then I would wait to see if we sweep new lows. If we basically break 102K or even 100K, then I think that would be confirmation of the bearish trend. And then that's where I would say, okay, maybe it is time to exit the market, close everything, sell everything, and just sit by and see what happens. But at the moment, this still looks like a dip to buy. I just wanted to add that. That's it.
No, I can see where you're coming from, but the same argument that you have for the 100 and sweeping the low is basically the same argument that I have for 115. Just go prove to me you're bullish first before I'll consider this. And to answer your question, yes, I trade leverage, I swing trade, I spot, I invest, I do everything regarding that. It also doesn't mean that from an altcoin perspective, that let's say Bitcoin does go to 130, and the argument is that there's another 45% on the table. Who realistically, where we're at right now, and we do have QE, which is part of if we want to talk alt season, between brackets, alt season is the one missing link that we had with the previous bull market, where we had quantitative easing and then we had alt season. So I don't want to go into that too much, but say that that is what is needed to really ignite the alts. Your Ethereum will probably 3x then, go to 7,500 or something like that. And then I would rather consider buying those ones, be in those rockets, than be in a slow performing Bitcoin, between brackets, because they would suit my wallet or suit the performance of the market, I think, a little bit better. But these are all hypotheticals, just like your M2. I understand where you're at with your M2 and the way you look at that, but there's no guarantees. I can't guarantee what I'm saying. You cannot guarantee what you're saying. So for the benefit of just following the support, each and every one of us have to have our invalidation levels and stuff. So and that's why I'm sticking to my guns, just like you rightfully have to stick to your guns. You have to, that's what your system is showing you. So I can understand that. And I want this thing to go to 150. I want it to go to 200 just as much as you guys or the next
40, but yeah,
it's just not showing me the signs that it's going to do that just yet.
No, but very, very good points on both sides there. Honestly, this has been a fantastic conversation thus far. Listeners, if you're enjoying yourselves, make sure you're following these speakers up here. They give their precious time to give all this amazing alpha and talk shop here. So definitely check out what they're doing. I'm sure you will not be disappointed. Also, make sure you're retweeting the space. It is recorded, and so anyone who wasn't able to tune in live will be able to tune in, will listen in later on whenever they'd like, including yourself, including myself. I listen to recordings a lot just to go back and pick up on some things I might have missed. So definitely do that. It helps a ton, and we really appreciate it. During the conversation here, I went ahead and scalped SPX. So I bought some calls on SPX, went up a little bit there, made a couple, made like 30-40% right there, but it was pretty nice. So I'm pretty bullish now.
30-40%.
Super bullish.
Go for it, buddy. Go for
that
it.
leverage must
at
be
all.
so high.
No, but also something else I noticed I thought that was really interesting before I throw the Dr. Crypto here. I think I know why this week's been weird, guys. It's Beyond Meat. Look at Beyond Meat, the veggie burger company. It's up like 200%, bro. Who is buying that? Who is
Bill Gates?
Yeah.
I would want to know, where's orange juice at the moment, because orange juice was performing really bad.
Oh my God.
Beyond Meat is up 200%. Did Bill Gates inject his fake money there?
I think so, because it was trading at 60 cents like 4 days ago, and now it's at $2.
And where is stocks? Like, let's pick something from the floor.
This trader with
Let's
3.2 million in
from
total
the
profit and 100%.
What happened with your voice, Wolf?
What do you mean?
Oh,
You kind of like a little under the weather?
Oh, no. I just been talking a lot.
Too many spaces. Got it. Love you. Sorry. Continue.
Dr. Jelly, no. What are you looking at, man? What are you looking at?
I'm looking at my jelly, the nice, slowly moving jelly,
Jelly.
No peanut butter. Oh my God. Let's just this go to 8.2, 8.3 cents, and we'll see better explosion than on Bitcoin for sure. But I loved the conversation between the other wolf from Vietnam and Rudo. It was beautiful and both valid points. And I just love these spaces. That's all it's to it. And I love it, for lack of better words, for that there's no arguments here. Like, people give their thoughts, give the thoughts behind. It's just amazing. It's not a one-way ticket. There is everything for everyone here, I believe. So I love it. That's why I'm here almost every day.
Dr.
Can't stay away. It's just like it's my new addiction, and I have so many, which is fucking insane.
So do you think we break out on XPin right here? I would love your thoughts on that, on XPin, the ticker I posted on the top.
I mean, it looks very good. It really does. I mean, shit. I mean, if you don't like this, I don't know. Then you don't like playing. But I'm not in XPin. I'm not in it. But are you in it?
No, I'm looking to long if it breaks out here. I may just go ahead and get a long in right now.
I mean, yeah. I mean, if we're gonna do it, I mean, it's a spot. Uh, don't do 30x, but small X. Uh, I mean,
Great
shit.
revenues.
What a small X
It
for you
looks
to
good
say.
Great
to me.
numbers.
It looks good to me. Um, I don't know. And that's your depend stuff.
Supposedly, yes. I don't know what.
Supposedly, yeah, exactly. Sorry, like with an asterisk, like I have no idea too much about it. Like I know 5 minutes research, which that doesn't count. And there's no research on those spaces. We don't like that word, except me. Um, it looks good. I mean, to me, it looks good. I'm not in it,
Yeah,
but it looks good.
looks all right chart wise. Fundamentals, I have no idea. I know it's a BNB depin, which doesn't mean jack shit to me. But we'll certainly
What
see.
looks good again, Wolf, it's my COAI. The opera is singing again, and I'm singing with it, baby.
Let's go. Yeah, COAI. Wow, dude. I've not thought about that token in like a
Ethereum
week.
keeps going
Feels
up.
like. Let's check it out.
Mm. And Jerry, as we speak, 8164, baby. We go on 8283, and
No,
then the rocket ship goes to 11 again, maybe 12 again.
no
And
way.
have you guys looked at EVA?
Yeah, I saw that this morning.
Yeah.
I saw that.
Yes, and we were discussing this thing, and I don't think any of us did the effort to buy it.
I made some money, like 250% on it. You called that, Rudo. That wasn't my call. You did. I made money
And it's
with
up
it.
43% on the day today. So, that.
50%, yeah. And this one is another one that looks. I'm not in
And
it
there's
now.
and
From
that
those
EVA
two
does look
tokens,
like it's gonna run. It looks like it's
it
gonna.
looks. It looks
It's
another
another
one.
bass. So
Okay, I left the space. I wanted to. I didn't want to interrupt them, but I had to take a piss really badly. So it's already running up at 10 p.m. here. I've been streaming for fucking way too long, over 2 hours now. But yeah, just want to make sure that I say some words before I log off. I gotta fucking take a piss really badly. But thanks for tuning in, guys. Hopefully, if you guys like me joining the space and arguing with some of these guys, I feel like I was a little bit too aggressive. Maybe next time I should be nicer. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed that sort of content, then I can always jump in on their spaces. I think they do it like every day, right? So I can always just try to jump in and whatever, and then maybe create a space of our own, and yeah, something, right? Like just grow this content, grow the live stream stuff a little bit, so that it's just more than just me talking up here. Get some guests on or something like that. But hope you guys enjoyed, and hope you guys are long. I, again, am bullish. Things are pumping. I think it looks very, in my opinion, obviously bullish. And yeah, I'm just I'm glad that this turned around while we were live on stream. So hopefully you guys get into a long and I'm correct, and we all make a lot of money, and we fucking sipping Mai Tais on the beach sometime, end of the year, Wolfpack fucking OG party in Bangkok, Pattaya, some shit like that. But until then, guys, catch you next time. Tomorrow, same time. Actually, I'm gonna change it. I think I'm gonna change the times to 8 a.m. Eastern. I guess tomorrow I'll start 7:30, and then maybe we'll see after that. But gotta go. Thanks again, guys. Peace.